The biggest braggart in my life.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's been a bit since I've broadcasted a gameplay. I think maybe like 2 weeks or so. And mostly just because I've been dealing with sort of personal stuff. I'm trying to graduate with my master's degree, etc., etc. So, but here I go. Let's do this.
Find anything
today.
interesting lately?
I might have. Let's talk. You think you could improve Artok's spear?
I've never seen a weapon that couldn't be improved by Oseram Craft. You know, I tried to ask him if I could hold her once. Even offered to improve her for free.
How'd that go?
How do you think? He just grunted and kept walking.
So, let's say someone you know happened to have a weapon like Araya's.
You don't.
See for yourself.
Of course. Look at the... So the coils generate the spark, but the power source isn't even bolted in. I won't lie. She's beautiful. But there's beautiful and then there's beautiful. What we need is a Stormbird Talon. Lightning flows over them like water off a goose. And I know where one is. Hunt it with me, I'll turn that weapon into your new best friend. And second best.
You're sure you can fix up this thing?
You bet. Probably. Just need that Stormbird Talon.
A weapon that spits flame, huh? Like this one? I took this thing off an Oseram bandit. Think you could do anything with it?
You got my forge fire back? Well, if you took down Olgrid and his goons for this thing, I guess she's yours now.
Why don't you finish it for me first? Make her into the weapon she was supposed to be.
Thought you'd never ask. I'm gonna need a bellowback snout. Any bellowbacks will do. Can you handle it alone?
I think I can manage that. This forge fire of yours, what do you need to finish it up?
Like I said, a bellowback snout ought to do it. I'm not picky.
So you want to hunt a Stormbird? I haven't seen any in the cut.
That's right. But one roosts back near Freeheat. How about a break from all this white? I'll meet you there. What? People expect you to hike for miles, hunt huge machines alone, and just
That was a
bring
weird
stuff
look on your
back?
face.
Mostly.
Not me. I'm fierce.
There's always more. So we.
Remember the last time the falls beneath migrated to the cut? Fierce
Alright, well, whatever. Let's get going.
It was a matter of time before that man got himself into trouble. You're still breathing.
And remember, I switched my clothes in the more weather-appropriate type dealio. We'll see how it pans out. So I think this is the end of the DLC, at least the kind of like the main story of the DLC. Which I still think it was really strange how they all count as side quests. No way.
Save this for later.
Alrighty.
Araya, still ready?
Oh yes. On your word.
Alright, let's go.
It hasn't been easy for you, Araya. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back. Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother! So you see, I too can call upon the power of the Old Ones.
What was this place?
The Spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. Looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? Blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's see, 85, 21.
Let's just hope that some remains here. Metal pillars. Taller up the nearest cliffs. I still don't like it.
I need this.
Here. Up and over.
Up and over what? I wonder... How does this thing work? Oh, what is that guy?
Make this quick.
That was a watcher. out well. I just don't know how I'm supposed to get across the wall now. Am I supposed to operate something? How do I get across? Oh, I think I see. Oh, maybe not. Nope, nope. Gotta open this door somehow. Man, okay. This dude says up and over, but where?
I can get out of this.
Okay, yeah, I climbed up here. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. What's this? Okay, that did nothing. What's here? Nothing. Okay, there we go. Now that worked out a lot better fighting from home.
That should do it. Varga can finish her forge fire now.
We must climb higher, and our path will become clear.
If the chieftain's pace is measured, ours is measured.
Let me go see if I can open that door from that backside.
We can make our way upwards when you're done.
Oh, now it's open. Is this outside? Yeah, it is. Okay, so that gate was just to get through It's basically fenced and it's not indoors.
It's not freezing, please.
Yes, this way.
I'm really glad these two came with me.
Not much farther now.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. The machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, just for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Towers. Staying fast. Always blissful.
Phew, man, I almost didn't see that.
Got one.
I went this way years ago, looking for cover. Machines came prowling. I have no doubt that it is guarded now, but we may be able to stay hidden. Shh. Nice and quiet.
I hope that's not the kind of watcher that can scan.
Let's move, quiet as we can. beware, stalkers. Beware your minds. The stalkers in the area.
Why are
We tripped a mine. Brace yourself.
There's a door up ahead.
Oh boy.
Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system, but I can reduce the power draw so that it'll be completely masked by the caldera. But masked from what? Firebreak has always been confidential for security reasons, but this would be excessive. Even for the dear departed Mr. Blevins. What could possibly have gotten Anita so worked up?
Yeah, this is useful.
Oh, thought that was a creature for a second.
Is this a projector? Maybe to show holograms without a focus. Let's see if I can restore.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny.
passes, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us a real mastermind. Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
We'll have to carve through a lot of machines to get to that door.
More than the Werak could prevail against before.
Aloy will see us through.
The geothermal plant can be suspended, the cooling system masked, massive challenges solved. So why am I so nervous about the next part? All we need to do is install Anita's mysterious software and have a conversation. It's not even a human being, right?
This won't be easy.
Jeez, lava, huh? Alright. Here's air attack. Knock them down. Damn, the team really helped there.
I'd have to ditch something. It's more ancient than the old ones. Save these for the trail.
Okay. No comments about the dead friends here. Maybe they're just sleeping.
Full already.
More machines. Make ready.
I think I was getting close. I need to tie that guy down. Do I have a rope caster? Yeah, I do. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna set some traps for this guy. Considering now I know he comes out of here.
More machines. Make ready.
Come on. I got cornered. I had him. Those traps worked well too.
More machines. Make ready.
Yep. I was close earlier. And I gotta set this up again. I think which way does this guy come? Does he come around this way?
More machines. Make ready.
Yes. I got him with one of my traps.
Songs of deeds. But that battle was a verse worth singing.
Now, Aloy, the door. You open it. Let's find out.
Show us, Chief.
I'll tuck that away.
And those traps really help me.
Please, Aloy. Open the door. years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits... lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise. All right. Let's go.
Yes. And finish this.
So I wonder what was that trophy?
All right. Here we go. This way.
It's hacked.
Oh, look at this. Come on in.
I'm with you, brother. We'll stay only as long as we have to.
We'll need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
How are you gonna get past that flame?
Oh, I see. Okay. These boxes have got handles on them. Oh, we gotta jump from that side.
Got their attention.
We'll wait for you to show us the way.
I wonder if I can destroy that.
with you, brother. You stay only as long as we have to.
We need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to pass. Understood.
Why am I having so much trouble with this? I think I'm taking it for granted.
I'm with you, brother. You stay only as long as we have to.
I need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to pass.
Mindless machines that can fly through the air.
Oh, it fell in the lava.
Time is right. One of these conveyors should get me across. This looks promising.
Oh, she's in the air!
Now to shoot at that vent. Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge.
Okay. So how exactly?
Circular device. What does it do?
What circular device? What circular? Oh, this thing. Okay.
This should get me up there.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what this does.
Oh, this my glad I brought those two. Imagine doing this by myself. These guys do work. Let that be a tip.
Come.
Anybody watching?
Bigger challenges than this await us.
Okay, maybe. Oh, that's why I didn't make it.
Okay, let's get them across. Come on over, it's safe. I think.
Through here.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be before the Daemon ruined it.
What is this?
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hospitals. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to their...
The spirit speaks to us.
It's a recording. And a word. Hephaestus. It was part of Zero Dawn, part of Gaia.
This name is familiar to you.
Yes. If the message was... Maybe you're right. Let's keep moving.
Oh, those are those bear things.
Machines being made, as the spirit said.
Frost claws.
With frost claws.
I'll try to find a way through.
Did something. not a whole lot of trouble. Uh-oh, already screwing up.
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
Nope, nope, nothing here.
They saw me. Here we go. I need to get Araya and Aratak across.
Okay, well I think all hell's covered. Okay, well that's not the way to get across. I picked up some upgrades. I need to see what they were.
Machines.
Let's see. Okay. Six and 5. I think I'm fine the way I'm at. Okay.
As the spirit said,
try to find a way through.
So that guy goes straight up and down. We gotta get over there. Oh, can I highlight multiple? idea if I'm gonna get past that. And they can get up there too. Man, there's no save point either.
Machines being made. Is the spirit slide?
I'll try to find a way through.
on now. Something to do with that wheel.
So they woke up.
took up a lot of resources. You know, I should probably be able to craft something better now. Oh, there's another monster somewhere around there. Oh, it's a watcher. There's gotta be an override point or something. That's not opening. Oh, here we go. This probably just activates a bridge. Okay, so I can't go in there. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Let me use the restroom. I'll be right back. just saw this. Oh. I never saw this. Tell me where to go. I don't know where to go. I'm just running around like an idiot now. What does that wheel have to do with anything? Help your allies cross the production. Okay, so if you come with me... I do not know the way there, Saba. I don't know. I'm supposed to go here, but I don't know how to remove. I already killed everything. I'm thinking it might have something to do with that wheel. Right there. Alright, I think I got it now. Jeez, finally. I don't know why they just couldn't come this way. Poor level design. Okay, so now what?
The reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the Daemon. And it may have found one.
November 28th. Operation Enduring Victories. November 28th. Operation Enduring Victories all over the news. The Thanos War is coming. Has to be what Anita's trying to hide Firebreak from. But that means she thinks we're
Nope, they're going
losers.
for it.
That the Swarm will reach Yellowstone. My God. In that scenario, pretty much everyone dies. Everyone except Cyan.
Looks like a tall neck.
Long and quiet, does it? Who, me? I wonder if I can destroy that.
Where's the old...
We'll wait here for you.
Path.
What's up, Eric? No, I'm not. Ow! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I die from that? All that just to fall. Oh. Please tell me there was a checkpoint.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the Daemon.
Okay, good.
It may have found one.
Gotta get these guys across. That's the end goal, is to get there. And the way I'm gonna do it is by getting up on those things. And also repel down there. How do I get up there? Impossible physics. Okay. Yep, no, I'm not risking that. That's too far of a jump and there's no... What's up, Dennis? Welcome to the stream. Like and subscribe if you will. I don't know. clearly sending me this way. That guy doesn't work. Okay, I think I am supposed to go this way. Yep. I got it.
All right, I'll grab a ride.
They just phased into existence. Man, I really need a... Ooh, what's over here? I really need a campfire to save. There's no safe points,
One last exchange with Nia. Via chat, attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. I'll never see her again. Neither will Cyan. I've got to tell her that too.
Material to
have to find out.
Alright, here we go. Oh shit. What am I doing here? Okay.
Possible security threat detected.
No, that's not right. Yeah, this seems a little more correct.
Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Security threat confirmed.
I don't know if this is good or bad. What do these red guys mean? You're supposed to avoid them? Can't turn this guy. Man, this thing is pretty, like, it's like restore this thingy, but it's like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? I think it's just lighting up all these guys, huh? Supposed to light up the red stuff? I have no idea. Welcome, whoever just joined. Has to go this way. that possible? Huh. Oh, avoid the red. Okay. So I guess I gotta light all these guys up. Can I turn this guy? I find that odd. Is there another button or something? Can I flip the direction? No, I don't see any other thing. Nope, no other control. So I either go left or I go right. What happens if I... Nope, it has to... Okay. So it's gotta come out of one of these sides. Aim it back, it doesn't do squat. So I have to go back this way. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I gotta light up all the blue. But I feel like there should be a beam coming out of the other side as well. How could I possibly... If I'm avoiding the red... I don't think I can turn this thing. Okay, I'm not supposed to go there. Man, from center. Yeah, how do I move this one? Is what I don't... Or am I just supposed to spin it back? Or... Oh! I think I'm just supposed to make it come back in. Oh! I think I got it. I'm just supposed to make it come back in through the other side. That's gotta be it. So that means this guy has to end up like that. Which means that this guy needs to go like that. I think I got this. Let's see. Yeah. This guy. I got it.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the Blue Light. It's Ourea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Ourea, the Daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core camp. I will try to raid the technical strength. One has been exposed, but I am
Unauthorized protocol returned. Scheduled task.
Yeah, thanks for the help there, JRW3.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
What will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The Daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
Oh boy, I wonder if okay. Jeez, this is a long quest. I haven't hit a save point in like an hour.
Keep moving towards the core.
Man, I am so glad I brought these two along. They do a sick amount of damage.
Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
There's no way I would have been as successful without these two. Okay. Don't want to fall into the hot magma. Oh, wait a minute, there's a cave. Whoa.
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
Shit. What am I missing?
that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. Can't let it stop us.
Those ice arrows suck. I'm gonna die. I want to go to sleep now.
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower's for? That Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy.
help me!
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain Caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. Aratak! Aratak. Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
One of those?
It's the only way! Give me up top, Aratak! Now! I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
We're in Banukai.
No shit.
Rhea is gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
Okay. Resource satchel is full. Thank you. Hey, thanks for following Farronarco135. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell. Those of you watching. Here we go. Hard save. Do a hard save right here. Now, let's see what is going on.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the Daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
Oof. So is this over or not? Because I want to go to sleep. The Forge of Winter. No, it's still... Okay, it's still going. Well, let's talk to Cyan.
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus.
By hepatitis.
I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Aurea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Aurea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
This Firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron. It took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Gaussian integer problems, yeah.
Do you know what happened to your colleague, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Maria said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Ourea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers and look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is Flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you?
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone?
Yes. It was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Aurea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan.
Yeah, Wyoming.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Faro?
Are you referring to Theodore Faro, CEO of Faro Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Faro was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
The benefactor? But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Faro spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist?
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field. One of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So, there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced, and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while, at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2
Yeah, it's
decades.
a super post-apocalyptic setting.
It seems my assessment
It's
was
like humans revert to
premature.
tribalism.
Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
You meant a lot to Ourea.
Once I understood Ourea's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Ourea's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Ourea, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Ourea.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
You have to tell them you were made by the Old Ones. That you're not any kind of spirit. It's the only way they can start to learn about how things really are.
I see. Do you believe that I misled Ourea?
No. Not in any way that mattered.
She perished believing she was preserving the blue light of her beliefs.
Maybe. But what she really wanted to preserve was you.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
My chieftain.
Just... Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought... that if I'd never come along, Ourea might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Ourea would be alone. And the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
Because of her, we destroyed the cauldron, forced out the daemon, and saved the spirit. She understood what had to be done.
Yes. And I failed to listen.
You didn't fail.
A shaman should always have the ear of their chieftain. Yet I turned her away, my own sister. I was foolish, but she knew better. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warrack can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuke has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. His minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Alright, so I guess that's the end of the DLC. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop the broadcast here and go to bed. So, you guys watching, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I think there might be one more DLC coming out for this game sometime, but I really want to go back and finish Metal Gear Solid 5. And I've got a little bit more to go on The Witcher, the Blood and Wine. So, and also I got Call of Duty to get through. So.
I can't feel my
for now,
So much of anything in this.
I'm gonna give this game a little bit of a break. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.